Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be discussing about force majeure clause, which is quite germane and has become quite a talking point in the contracting world these days. In the wake of COVID-19, and how are the performance obligations and things like that pan out in such a situation? So, one at a definition level, that what is force majeure? So any event or any happening which is as a result of as a result of nature, or as an outcome of state's activity in terms of war, or like state's activity is mostly related, restricted to war. Otherwise it's mostly acts of nature or any sort of pandemic, as this is what we are witnessing. So there are two key defining points of a force majeure. One is that the event is not in control, is not in the party's control, and second, it's unexpected. So both the things, these two form one of the most critical tests of defining a trigger point in a force majeure. So, well, this is more of a textbookish kind of a thing. But what happens in real life situations where we have, and quite frankly, I'm throwing this as a question to you as well, because there is no definitive answer to this particular scenario. So, in real life situations in big corporations, we have grand contracts, and that contract can cover number of deliverables, number of geographies, and primarily these two concentrate upon this. So there can be a contract within two corporations for providing 10 different or n number of products and services, and to different places also. So so there can be a nationwide contract, say between what should I say, uh, a pizza maker and a supplier who is supplying bread. So the contract can be from coast to coast. And for example, there is some sort of floods in East Coast. So what happens to the contract in the Coast? That is not affected by floods. So there the contractual deliverability is not in jeopardy, and so is the case in the multiple deliverable ones, where we have, say in our pizza example, the supplier is supplying bread, and supplier is also supplying, say, cheese. And the or what happens if there is some sort of disease in affecting dairy industry? So the contract is there. The supplier can provide whatever amount of stated, like is stated in the contract for the bread, but not for the cheese, or and so on and so forth. So what happens in this sort of situation where there are multiple deliverable arrangements? So so the answer to that is unfortunately that is not there in the contracts, because uh, because the moment we invoke any doctrine of frustration, that the contract, the party responsible for the discharge of its contractual liabilities uh, is frustrated. But unfortunately, in the English law, the frustration clause is very encompassing over the whole contract. So what happens in individual deliverables? So as a matter of good faith, this can be sorted out, like within and just on the peripheries of the contract, the two parties. But in case if it goes to a litigation level, so the courts will most likely see that, okay, we'll try and take out different strands in the contract, that which portions of the contract are actually frustrated and which are not. And is there a case there where where one particular deliverable being frustrated is jeopardizing the whole contract. So is the party performing party is being unduly oppressed to discharge its contractual roles and responsibilities, and if not, subject to penalties. So this is a question which I am leaving to you to think upon, and and you should think upon it in terms of the real life situations. At the end, I would like to say that this video, this discussion, what I had, this is not a part of legal advice and should not be construed as a legal advice towards any particular matter. It's more on the lines of academic discussion, and that's it. In case you like this video, please like, share, and comment. And I look forward to your comments. And I'll be coming up with another video on a similar contractual point shortly. Thanks. Have a good day.